So, good evening, everyone, and happy Monday. We start another week of Careers in Code, and I'm excited tonight because we have a guest speaker. Her name is Betania Alo, and she is an Associate Political Affairs Officer at the United Nations Security Counterterrorism Committee Executive Directorate. She graduated as a lawyer in Argentina and holds a Master of Laws with an academic focus on cybersecurity, counterterrorism law, and policy from the Syracuse University College of Law. Betania is cross-registered for classes on blockchain and information security at the iSchool. And in addition, she holds a master's degree in international relations with a graduate certificate in international security from Harvard University, where she learned to code through CS50. She's a director at the International Counterterrorism Youth Network, ICTYN, the South America coordinator at NextGen 5.0, and an editor at the International Counterterrorism Review, ICTR. Betania lectures at several universities worldwide in cybersecurity, cyber terrorism, and terrorism financing. In addition, she's a regular keynote speaker in conferences about terrorism, emerging technologies, innovation, and feminism. She has an extensive international career in public policy and partnership building. She was the VP of Global Accounts at NSION Technologies in Syracuse, Chief of Staff at the Government of Buenos Aires, and held a legal private practice in corporate and public interest environments. She's also earned numerous scholarships, awards, and fellowships, including the Robert P. Menschel Public Service Award. Furthermore, she's an associate fellow at the Global Network on Extremism and Technology and directs the Advanced Certificate in Social Media and Cyberterrorism at CISDE in Spain, which is the first program of its kind in Spanish online from a multiple stakeholder approach converging law, technology, and public policy on counterterrorism. The objective of her workshop this evening is to encourage everyone, regardless of their background, to get into technology because she can't think of a more conservative industry than the legal field. Building upon her own story and her path to learning code, this workshop will provide tips and ideas easily translatable to anyone's situation, specifically those who want to transition and start from scratch into a career in tech or just get hands-on with technology and add value to their current professional activities. You'll learn how to benefit from the consequences of the pandemic and take advantage of how technology has challenged everyone across all boards. She'll cover networking skills, social media usage, and building your personal brand, how to include your new skills on your resume and tailor your cover letter, and how to show your expertise and the added value you bring during interviews and informational meetings. And in closing, she will also address how to make prospective employers realize that they need you now, or in 5 years, they'll be falling behind. And without further ado, our guest speaker, Ms. Betania Alo.
Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. It is a huge pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you, Dana.
You're
Jesse,
welcome.
Max, this is a great opportunity. Thank you so much for the warm welcome and the introduction. I've been exploring synergies with you guys for almost a year. So I'm really happy that we get to finally meet your wonderful students. So before we get started, a quick disclaimer that, of course, the statements and opinions in today's presentation and all the conversations that we're going to be having are solely mine, based on my own experience, and do not represent those of my employer or any other organization I am or may have been affiliated. I'm a lawyer, so I have to. So, well, I haven't discussed this with the organizers, but probably for the sake of time, maybe it's better if you want to write any questions on the chat box, and then we'll address them at the end so we can fit more in the Q&A. What do you think? Dana, do you think that would be a good possibility?
I think that's a great idea, and we allot about 5 minutes at the end for Q&A.
Okay, sounds great. Sounds great. So I would like to divide my remarks in three main questions that I'll try to answer for you according to my experience, and hopefully you will be able to relate in your own experiences and careers in technologies. Those three questions are what, why, and how. So as you know from the introduction, I come from a very unconventional and conservative industry, the legal field. So I graduated as a lawyer in Argentina, where I'm originally from. I worked